afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. After the first half of the program, we move on to the second half, that is Pride of India Award ceremony, organized by the South Asian Institute for Advanced Research and Development, powered by Peerless Hospital, Sham Metallics, Balmer Lorry and Company Limited, and IBG News. The second session will start with a welcome address. For that, I would request Dr. Vishwajit Roy Chaudhary, Chairman SAIARD, to give his welcome address.
Thank you, Andesha, once again, and a very good afternoon to all of you, all the dignitaries, especially the awardees, those who are coming from the different corners of India. On behalf of South Asian Institute for Advanced Research and Development, you know, in the first half, those who have joined in our first half, we have the event on National Education Policy with the Ministry of Education. And second half is the Pride of India Award ceremony, and this award ceremony which we have started from this year to honor those dignitaries, those people who have some significant contribution for our country, who have some significant contributions in the society and as well as the livelihood development. They are joining from the different corners from the field of culture, from the field of education, from the field of skill development, from the field of environment, climate change and all that aspect, research and all that aspect, from industry as well. And we are really honored and thankful to them. And basically, on behalf of SAIARD, I am really thankful to them that they accepted our proposal, our request to give us this honor to them and to give us the opportunity also. So this is one of the beginning of our another wings, you may say, that we have provided several awards on academic field. But Pride of India is basically a concept through which we would like to share a message to our other parts of India, and as that the people, those who will see this event and those who will be able to know that the award is about their concept, about the contributions for our country. So some our next generations will be able to learn and will get some encouragement for the activities, from their activities. So this is the concept through which we have started, and I saw some honorable dignitaries, Dr. Shumon Kumar Mukherjee, honorable, not only he is the Director General of Bhavanipur Education Society, but he is the famous economic analyst, Mr. Anshuman, Associate Director of TERI, my beloved Dada Pandit Tejendra Narayan Majumdar is a famous Sharad player. Also, Dr. Mahua Mukherjee, she is the founder of the Gauriya Nitya and also Director General of IMD, I mean India Meteorological Department, and several other dignitaries. I could not be able to name all the Dr. Mr. Devashish Sen, Chairman. So this is the platform through which we would like to honor them. And also on behalf of South Asian Institute, I would like to share my sincere thanks to all our sponsored partners and knowledge partners as well, especially Bama L'Oreal and Company Private Limited, Peerless Hospital, and also Sham Metallics and IBG News as well. So for supporting us to organize this award event. And hope you will enjoy, and through this is a journey for collaboration where we can also connect with each other. And today through this platform we are also going to sign an MOU with the India International Cooperation with Russia, and also I am honored that Dr. Sargi from Russia has joined with us, and Honorable Justice of Calcutta High Court, Mr. Raghunath Ray, has joined as the special guest, chief guest for this award event. And also we are looking forward to the kind presence of Mr. Kulaste, Faggan Singh Kulaste sir, Honorable Minister of State Steel as well as the Rural Development, Government of India. He was not be able to join due to some important issues in Gandhinagar elections, in Gujarat election, but he will join with us through virtual mode, and he will share his blessings as well for the inaugural part of this first venture of this SAIARD Pride of India award ceremony. And in coming year, we are also looking forward to organize it in some other countries and some other states as well of India. So we will definitely let you inform, and we will always be happy if you join, and your blessings will be always with us. Thank you so much. Over to you, Anita. I will just mention one thing, that we are going to start this Pride of India Award ceremony through a panel discussion, important panel discussion, that is the India Vision 2047, where our honorable panelist has also joined. And in between, Navy Minister sir had an important meeting. He also requested me personally, if in between if you give me 5 minutes slot, I can share the lecture. So within that period, and we will start our Pride of India related the round table discussion, that is the India Vision 2047, a pathway for sustainable India. So in this regard, I request Anisha to kindly invite our honorable dignitaries and panelists as well on the podium. Anisha, over to you.
Thank you, sir. For panel discussion, I would request some of the honorable guests. At first, I would like to request Dr. S.K. Mukherjee, the channel chairperson, renowned economist, analyst, and Director General, Bhawanipur Education Society College, Kolkata, to please come on the dais. I would request Mr. Promit Banerjee and Priyanka Chaudhary to please take the guests on the dais. Now I'd like to request Dr. P.L.N. Raju, Special Secretary, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Assam, to please come on the dais. I would request Dr. Mrityunjay Mahapatra, Director General of Meteorology, Indian Meteorological Department, Government of India, to please come on the dais. And lastly, I would request Mr. Anshuman, Associate Director, Water Resources Division, the Energy and Resources Institute, to please come on the dais. Now I would request our panel chairperson, our honorable guest, Dr. S.K. Mukherjee, renowned economist, analyst, and Director General, Bhawanipur Education Society College, Kolkata, to please conduct the panel discussion on India Vision 2047, a roadmap to make India sustainable. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Kulaste sir, am I audible? Hello. Hello. Kulaste sir, am I audible?
Hello.
Sir, am I audible? You are audible.
Hello.
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 Hello. हेलो हेलो सर, आप सुन रहे हैं? हेलो हाँ सर तो नेटवर्क का कुछ इशू हो रहा है। एक बार देखिए।
हेलो
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
हेलो
हाँ, आपको सुन सकते हैं, सर. बोले देंगे.
हेलो
Sir, you are audible, sir.
हेलो
Can you hear us, sir? Hello.
हेलो
ये सर आपकी आवाज आ रही है. Hello. Hello.
हेलो
Yes, sir.
हेलो हाँ जी हाँ
बोले दे सर आवाज.
हाँ डॉक्टर साहब बोला.
सर, आपका आवाज आ रहे हैं.
हेलो
हाँ सर, आपका आवाज आ रहे हैं. हम सुन रहे हैं आपको.
हेलो
आप बोलिए सर. आपका आवाज आ रहा है अभी. सर, आपका आवाज आ रहा है. आप बोल सकते हैं.
हेलो हेलो
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
कौन सी कक्षा कराई बोल रहा हूँ. अच्छा
हाँ सर आपकी बात सुन पा रहे हैं हम, सर.
सारी प्रसंग है सिर्फ सबरी प्रसंग नहीं होता है.
अच्छा
वो हिंदी सबरी और अगर भक्ति में इससे बड़ी भक्ति कोई नहीं है. बड़े बड़े संत महान सब पीछे हो गए. तो सबरी माता दया करते हैं कि विश्वास करने लगता है. नाम खुद उनकी तरफ है.
हाँ सर, आपका आवाज आ रहा है.
आएगा कुछ ना कुछ तो आएगा धीरे धीरे. हेलो हेलो
Hello, sir. Hello. हाँ सर आपकी आवाज आ रही है. Hello. सर आप सुन पा रहे हैं हम लोगों को? Hello, sir. Hello.
हाँ नहीं मैं तो क्या है.
आपकी आवाज आ रही है हम लोगों का?
हेलो
हाँ सर.
हाँ जी हेलो मेरे
हाँ सर, अभी ठीक है. आप बोलिए.
हेलो ठीक है.
हाँ सर, ठीक है. आप बोलिए.
सभी ये जो आपने प्रारंभ किया है सारे विश्वविद्यालय और प्रोफेसर सब लोग मिलकर के इस दिशा में चिंता कर रहे हैं. और मैं तो ये हमारे देश के लिए भी पॉलिसी है. और विश्वविद्यालयों के क्षेत्र में अगर जो फैकल्टीज है उन सारे फैकल्टीज को लेकर के चर्चा प्रारंभ हुई है. और आने वाले भविष्य में इन सारे फैकल्टी जो वहाँ के लोकल जो हमारे विषय हैं विशेषकर एम्प्लॉयमेंट को लेकर के रोजगार को लेकर के और आने वाले भविष्य में इसको चिंता करने के लिए सरकार ने इसी दृष्टि से इसे सारे विषयों को ध्यान में रखते हुए इस पाठ्यक्रम को लागू करने का तय किया है. मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले भविष्य में भारत के हमारे जो विद्यार्थी हैं विश्वविद्यालय स्तर पर या अलग अलग कैटेगरीज के अंदर जहाँ इस प्रकार के सब्जेक्टों का चयन है, विषयों का चयन किया जाता है, जिन विश्वविद्यालय में जो कैटेगरीज अभी तक लागू हुए हैं, तो इस प्रकार की व्यवस्था नहीं थी। और ये व्यवसायिक दृष्टि से सारे कार्यक्रमों को अगर देखेंगे तो मुझे लगता है कि आने वाले भविष्य में देश के अंदर ये जो आज समस्या है एम्प्लॉयमेंट का, वो धीरे धीरे इसको लेकर के हम आगे बढ़ेंगे। बड़ी संख्या में लोग अपने अपने क्षेत्र में जहां इस प्रकार की व्यवस्था है, उस व्यवस्था के अनुरूप जब हम काम करेंगे और इस क्षेत्र में सर्च हमारे स्कॉलर्स हैं, वो जब आगे कुछ इस पे करें, तो इससे क्या तब हमारे लिए सोचने का विषय होगा और इससे अनुभव को हम और साझा कर सकते हैं। अभी एक सामान्य एजुकेशन की जो व्यवस्था हम अभी तक देखते रहे हैं, पर आज इस सिलेबस के कारण नए हमारे इससे पाठ्यक्रम को लेकर के जो हमारी नीति सरकार ने घोषित किया है, मुझे लगता है इसको लेकर के हर दिशा में हम चर्चा को आगे बढ़ाते हुए अगर कुछ करेंगे तो निश्चित आने वाले भविष्य में एक अच्छा भारत का उदाहरण हम पेश कर पाएंगे एजुकेशन को लेकर के। और हर व्यक्ति अपने आप में स्वतंत्र होगा कि वो किस दिशा में अपना माइंड सेट करता है, कौन सा उसका सब्जेक्ट किसको लेकर के वो चयन करता है किस सब्जेक्ट को, और उस आधार पर वहां की जो स्थानीय परिस्थितियां हैं, क्योंकि आज इसे पाठ्यक्रम को, इस सिलेबस को रोजगार से जोड़ करके अलग अलग क्षेत्रों में किया गया है, तो यही हमारे लिए एक अच्छा अनुभव हम साझा कर सकते हैं। और मुझे प्रसन्नता है क्योंकि है और आज ये मैं कह सकता कि केवल मैं इतना कहना चाहता हूं, इसकी सफलता के लिए हम इससे पूरे योजना को और ये जो हमारे सब्जेक्ट है, विषय है, इसको लेकर जो चर्चा हो रही, आने वाले भविष्य में हम एक बार व्यक्तिगत तौर से बातचीत करेंगे और इस पर चर्चा करेंगे। तो मुझे लगता है कि आज का ये जो हमारा मुख्य उद्देश्य है इससे वेबिनार का, और आने वाले भविष्य में भी और से प्रभावी बना सकते हैं, इस काम सबको मिलकर के करना चाहिए। मैं तो डॉक्टर साहब से इतना ही कहूंगा, मेरी थोड़ी ठीक थी, परंतु जैसा भाव मैंने सुना आधा सब जितने भी जो सेंटर्स हैं उनमें भी जहां मैंने देखा है, तो इसको लेकर के जितना सभी है और जिन क्षेत्रों के अंदर हमारे जो विश्वविद्यालय विशेषकर यूनिवर्सिटी के अंदर टेक्निकल हो, हम प्रैक्टिकल के अंदर हो और बाकी विश्वविद्यालय स्तर पर भी हो, तो हर स्तर पे इसको और कैसे प्रभावी बना सकते हैं, इस दिशा में हम सोच करके आगे बढ़ेंगे। तो मुझे लगता है कि हमारे लिए आने वाला समय बहुत बेहतर हो सकता है। यही आग्रह के साथ मैं सभी मित्रों को और जितने पार्टिसिपेंट इन सबको मैं बधाई देना चाहता हूँ, विशेषकर निशंक जी, चौधरी जी, हमारे प्रोफेसर साहब ने मुझे आग्रह किया था, मैं बधाई देना चाहता हूँ। इससे हमारे प्रोफेसर साहब संघ जी ने काफी चीजों को आगे बढ़ाया है जब इस क्षेत्र में वो काम करते थे, और उनका अपना एक रुचि का विषय भी था, और इसीलिए मैं इस अवसर पर इतना ही कहना चाहता हूँ। और आने वाले भविष्य को और कैसे बेहतर बना सकते हैं, इसको लेकर के कैसे कार्यशाला को आगे बढ़ाएंगे, यही अपेक्षा करते हुए आप सब मित्रों को मैं बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं देता हूँ, बधाई देता हूँ। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार। धन्यवाद चौधरी जी,
आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूँ हमारे साथ जोड़ने के लिए। आपके बहुत बिजी शेड्यूल चल रहा है, मुझे पता है, बट फिर भी आपने कीमती समय हमको दिए और आपका आशीर्वाद बना रहे। मिलते हैं जरूर सर। जय हिंद। थैंक यू सर।
थोड़ा ही रह गया है।
Thank you, sir, for your valuable speech. We will now start the panel discussion. We are apologizing for the inconvenience caused due to network issue. Now I would request our honorable panel chairperson, Dr. S.K. Mukherjee, to start the panel discussion.
Good afternoon and greetings from this end of the hall to our fellow brethren and sisters and brothers of the country. We are celebrating the Pride of India Award, but I think as fellow Indians, we need to take pride in our country, and I think the pride should be the very fact that we are Indians. And on that note, let me first say, what is this discussion about? We are trying to look at the vision for India, and nothing comes better than to compare the two opinions that we have. And I take the Orient, which is our own country, and juxtapose against it the Occidental view, which will follow. The first one that I take up is what I learned in a management conference from Swami Ranganathananda. And I find that now available. This is the last chapter of the Gita, the gospel for many Hindus and Indians here. And the verse is 78. What does Krishna tell his disciple, Arjuna? He says, Yatra. And for the benefit of a foreign guest, wherever Yogeshwara, Yoga is Yogeshwara, that's Sri Krishna, the Lord of Yoga, Sri Krishna, Yatra, wherever, Partha, Arjuna, the son of Pritha, Dhanodhara, the supreme archer, Tatra, there, Sri, opulence, Vijaya, victory, Bhuti, prosperity, Dhruvaniti, unending, Niti, righteousness, Matir Mama, my opinion. In short, Sri Krishna's opinion is, you need two things. A man of action, the archer, the supreme archer, to hit the target. But that action alone will not help. You need to have the vision. And once you have the vision, you will automatically have wealth, opulence, peace, equanimity, health, and everything that's good for society and human sapiens. That is my opinion. Juxtapose against this the Oriental view, and that comes in a rather humorous note. Lewis Carroll, and that's in the Alice in Wonderland, a book that I always found wonderful. Alice asks Cheshire Cat, where do I go from here? And the cat replies, it depends on where you want to go. And Alice says, I really don't know where to go. And the cat replies that it doesn't matter where you go. As long as you walk long enough, you'll reach somewhere. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, it's very important for us to realize our country's growth depends not on what it wants, what it philosophizes, what it professes, what the words are. I'll perhaps end with a physical exercise later. Why words are not so important, what the policies are. But the most important thing is, what is the action you're taking, and even more, what is the view you have of your future. The same hands that can rock a cradle can use the physicist to create a bomb. The same hand that can perhaps in an operation theater cure a person can throw a bomb at a fellow human being and kill him. And it might surprise you to know the human sapiens are the only ones that kill one another without the need for eating it, just to prove the supremacy. So the whole idea is, why are we here? When you're born, you don't come with a religion. When you leave, you don't have a religion. So it's your action. It's what you do, what you leave behind, the footprints on the sand, which will be washed again by the waves of time, that will tell you where you're taking your country's destiny. And now, we often look at this fact that Bengal, particularly in this city, we were once upon a time the best city. The leading city, everybody's destination was to come to Bengal. Be it education, all the Nobel laureates have come from the state, educated being in the state. Whether it's industry, art, culture, even the revolution to throw away the colonial yoke. We are still there, somewhere there, arguably, but not at the prime. We are not the city which is sought after. And when we criticize the local government, we say, where is the industry? My question is, what is the industry that you want? One of the stamps of colonialism is that you created dirty technologies which pollute, because the model of colonialism is that you use this economy as a raw material appendage for the growth of others. You dominate this country, and therefore you were the raw material suppliers of somebody else's growth and help them benefit. Of course, in the process you gained. Your educational system, your judiciary system, your legislature, your idea of borrowed democracy, all seem to come from the Western domination that dominated us for more than 200 years. But is that the only thing that you want? Fossil, age-old technologies that dirty and pollute the world? There was Karl Marx, with all his kindness, who said, you just can't think about the growth of one class, and it's only when the capitalists really become ripe, the rise of the proletariat will take place. And he was so true. In our youth, we were all leftists because we always felt and loved everyone and thought we have to be beholden to develop the people who are not growing. The weak and the lame and the slow, the aged and the weak need our protection. And you cannot really grow. And this is the Oxfam report, which is inequality virus, which says that over the last, let's say, few years in India, 84% of people have actually not pushed their income, whereas the number of billionaires in the country has more than doubled, and they have gone up from 24 lakhs to 54 lakhs. So we question, what is this great growth about? Who is it benefiting? Growth for what? Benefits for just one class of the people? Is it permeating to all sectors? And I'm sure the government is aware of it, which is why in a dual economy where the agricultural sector looks so different from the industrial sector, they look at digitalizing it, revolutionizing it, industrializing it, to say, let's be one. Otherwise, the country is likely to balkanize. It will break into smithereens. Like we've seen the great Russian Empire. It cracked under the forces of the market economy, and different countries came in. They still remain powerful, but the fact is, if you want to hold your country together, then you have to hold your people together. You have to have a policy that actually permeates from the rich to the poor. And you can't wait for the trickle-down hypothesis, because how long are you looking at the skies for the rain to fall? So what you need is policies that activate others. So instead of the brown technology, which is the dirty technologies, or the red technologies, which is Fordism, linear technologies, another circular economy, which only creates waste, we need to look at the other sectors, the blue economy. The blue economy is 7,500 kilometers of coastline in India. And by the way, the fishermen are the poorest, open to the vagaries of nature, and we are listening and we are aware that the weather department tells us that the storm is likely to hit us any time. You've known about Amphan, and we know how it devastated many people. There's economic growth there. Do you know the largest polluter is dumping plastics in the ocean? It's killing marine life. And at the same time, we learn physics and we say matter cannot be created or destroyed. So why don't you use waste as a resource? Where's the technology for it? That's where the developed country can help us. And that's not only one way to develop. We have Germany, we have Russia, we have England, we have Japan. But remember, that's a country which is frigid for most part of the years. So we don't really need to replicate the same model to say we are advanced. If you look at the North-South dialogue, it's because the richer countries are rich because they produce manufactured products. The poorer countries are poor because they produce primary products. Yes, the agricultural prices have gone up over the last 40 years. How many times? 40 times. But industrial prices have gone up 150 times. And this is happening in your country. Imagine that happening in the world. So you've created a north-south divide. So is the only way to develop is follow what the developed world is doing? Look down and you'll discover a country called Australia. And Australia is one country which has used its agricultural resources with agro-based industries, with fisheries, woodwork, furniture, leather, and they have catapulted themselves as a developed nation. So what about aquaculture in India? Animal husbandry in India? Tourism? If Thailand can grow, why can't we? What about joining hands with our partners, the powers that be? You have a large MSME sector, but they don't know how to develop. In fact, they are the ones who are the largest polluters. So learn from the large what you can get to develop yourself. And that's where Commonwealth is created. If Russia is producing oil, we can produce wheat, we can exchange it. And don't you think that trading is always fair? Because the products which are agro-based are always more risky. They are two different animals, these two prices. The price of agricultural products depend on demand and supply. The prices of industrial goods depend on cost plus profits. So that's more surer. Who bears the risk? The primary producing countries. Where's the compensation? And therefore the divide will grow. And we have to start thinking, what do we do to see that our development goes to the last strata of society? That we don't have the ugly sight of multimillionaires having a 16-story building with a helipad on top against a slum, which is the largest slum in Russia. Have you ever thought about the motivational motives of the person who stays in Basti when he looks at that 16-story building to say, where am I and where is he? And we profess we are the children of the same God. So which is the way we should take our country forward? Firstly, we need motivation. We need leadership, which is in abundance. We need action, but we need vision. I have on the panel today 3 brilliant people looking at 3 different aspects. When you take a ride from, let's say, Kohima to Cape Comorin, which is Kanyakumari, and look out of the window, it's not the same country. As the landscape changes, so does the economy. And we have somebody from North, a secretary from Assam. We have somebody from Center, and a bureaucrat. And we have someone from on my right, which is looking at resource and water and conservation and sustainability. So we are not looking at intertemporal, we are not looking at intergenerational inequality, rich and the poor divide only. We are looking at how today's world, present world is responsible for tomorrow's world. Inequality in an international sense. And what could be better than to put these pebbles into a kaleidoscope? And as I twitch around, which is politics, economics, and international dimension, the patterns that the kaleidoscope will throw up will all be beautiful, but different. But we all have opinions, but let's share it. Let's see the opinions they share. What do you think is going to be the future of India? Where should India lead us? Where should the world lead us? How do we treat our partners who are a part of our benevolence and are part of our activity and economic